welcome to your 2020 graduation. I'm Sammy Scaff, your ASB president. I'm going to be leading you through the pledge. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
I will now present the class to Trustee Bullicus, who will accept the class and recognize them as graduates. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Tesoro High School, I am honored and proud to present to you the Tesoro High School class of 2020. I hereby certify that each of the graduates before you has successfully met the graduation requirements established by the State of California and the Board of Education of the Capistrano Unified School District.
Hello, I'm Judy Bullicus, School Board Member, and on behalf of Capistrano Unified School District Board of Trustees, I accept the graduating Titan class of 2020. I recognize all students before us as high school graduates and confer upon them the rights, privileges, honor, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations on your accomplishment and your milestone achievement.
Greetings, parents, students, family, and friends. Welcome to the Tesoro graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. In these uncertain times, we find our world upended. A worldwide pandemic from a virus we know little about, calls for social justice and equality in the form of the Black Lives Matter and Me Too movements, a shattered economy, and more political divisiveness throughout the world than we have seen in multiple generations. These events have changed our lives of the class of 2020 as well. From the loss of senior activities, prom, a traditional graduation, to the lack of summer jobs, the absence of spending time with friends, or the ability to go on vacation. All these issues have hit us like a giant wave. Many of us know the feeling of getting pounded by a huge wave and the sense of being trapped beneath the whitewash. The power of the wave confuses our senses, we lose our direction and focus, and we think the chaos will never end. This uncertainty brings anxiety, fear, anger, disappointment, and many other emotions that we have felt over the last few months. But the turbulence eventually dissipates, we grab our breath, and our focus returns. The question is, how do we respond differently when the next big set comes in? Although the events of today are unprecedented, the past 4 years have brought numerous challenges and obstacles that you have learned from and overcome. When you entered Tesoro, you were not as adept at writing a coherent essay, doing a science lab, playing an instrument, or excelling in your favorite sport. You've conquered many non-school related obstacles as well, such as navigating changing relationships, perfecting job skills, and even learning to drive. Many of these accomplishments happened so slowly that you might not have even noticed them, but your growth over the past 4 years has been substantial. Your generation can do more things with a computer or a personal device than my generation ever imagined. Your ability to communicate in so many different ways is remarkable. And this is the class who, when told your test scores were not the top in the district, went out and aced the test and turned Tesoro blue. The spring of 2020 could go down as a seminal moment in history, and most historic moments are followed by a change in beliefs, culture, attitudes, and actions. Your class has been thrust into the spotlight and will soon have the opportunity to perform. And I believe the class of 2020 will respond in amazing ways. Many feel they're still under the water with no end in sight, while others have adjusted to the new normal. Wherever you are at this time, it's okay. The crisis will eventually end, and when it does, I would challenge each and every one of you in the class of 2020 to see this as an opportunity to personally grow, evaluate your goals, and enact change that will allow you to meet the challenges of the future. Congratulations on graduating from high school. You've made it. You've made Tesoro proud. I know the amazing talents of the class of 2020, and I cannot wait to see them displayed for all to see. Thank you.
Hi everyone. This goes without saying, but I would like to thank all of Tesoro's administration, staff, families, and students for making our school what it is. A special thanks to all of our amazing teachers for putting in so much effort behind the scenes to provide us with the best possible education. Looking back, even though I didn't get to know each and every one of you, I'm extremely grateful to have met so many amazing people these past 4 years. We have all developed unique and irreplaceable friendships that we will remember and cherish forever. I would give anything to go back and catch up with friends at the lunch tables before school, fast walk to AP Stats after break, try and fail to get turf off my clothes after fire drills, and wait in line to get a nice warm pizza stick. However, on that day in March, Friday the 13th, we had our last day of normal high school. Nobody could have predicted that the best part of our senior year would have disappeared just like that. It was undoubtedly not the experience we expected, but from seeing all my classmates and teachers again on Google Meets, to watching each other flip through annotations online, it was an unforgettable experience nonetheless. It was a break from life as we knew it, with a chance to reflect on and rediscover who we are as individuals, spend time with family before we leave our homes, and appreciate the lasting friendships we built. The world may not have been able to witness our superior dance moves at prom, but this will not be the last they see of us. While we have learned so much along the way, this is just the commencement to an exciting journey ahead. To Tesoro's class of 2020, I wish you all the best of luck and congratulations. Go Titans!
Good afternoon, teachers, parents, staff, and fellow students. My name is E. Ann Lee, and I'm honored to be speaking here today. To the class of 2020, we did it. We made it through the past 1,439 days of our high school career. But I think it's fair to say that we've learned more lessons and faced more challenges these past 4 months. We're the class of 2020, but we're also the class of change. Change at a school level when we made Tesoro go blue. At the national level, when we took to the streets and media platforms to fight for social justice. And at the global level, when we stayed away to keep each other safe during a global pandemic and found creative ways to unite 6 feet apart. The fact that we're sitting here today, even if it's in our cars, makes me so proud to be a part of our class. We are the class of change, of embracing it and creating it. Ultimately, we're all united by one thing. We're all Titans who walked through those hallways 4 years ago and are now ready to walk out. But even after we walk out, the little mundane moments will not be forgotten. Struggling to wash up paint after a football game, forgetting to bring an extra pair of sneakers to a dance, jumping when Mr. Mooney stood over our shoulders in a timed ride, or doing a double take as Mr. Chance pulled out a pair of boxers in his lesson on elasticity. We learned to pull one or many all-nighters. We learned to look left before turning out of the senior lot if we don't want dents in our car. We learned we can complete Mr. Danner's spring challenge and inhale about 300 pages of our biology textbook in a week. Most importantly though, we learned that we all have something to contribute to this world despite our differences. I used to hate my name because it seemed so foreign, but with time I learned to love my name and my story. Tesoro taught us that no matter what color gown we're wearing today, how many APs we took, or where we come from, we all have a different story, and that in itself is beautiful. Our differences make us special. They give us the strength to bring change in this world. When we walk out of this stadium, there will be more challenges to overcome, more change to embrace and create. So let us take the differences and unique stories we have. Let us take the compassion and selflessness we learned from this pandemic, the resilience and activism we learned in our fight for racial equality. Let us take the wisdom, strength, and honor as Tesoro Titans, and remember to leave today with not just a diploma, but also a love and drive to give our best to the world. Thank you, and congratulations once again to the class of 2020.
Hi everybody. Without a doubt, today is about the graduating class of 2020. However, today would not have been possible without the wisdom of our teachers, the patience of our faculty,
and the support of our parents, because success is reached together, and for your help, we thank you. Now, I'm not sure many of you know who I am. I'm rather shy and I'm in band, so according to high school stereotypes, I'm not supposed to be all that popular. However, being in band has given me the privilege of being able to perform at Tesoro's graduation commencement ceremonies in both 2018 and 2019. In 2018, commencement speaker Hannah Likey asked her peers, "Who were you 4 years ago?" At the time, those 6 words had little meaning in my life. But now that I stand in her shoes, those 6 words give me a whole new perspective. So let me ask you, who were you 4 years ago? 4 years ago, none of us could have predicted the adversities our class would have to face. Rather than spending the last few months of high school feeling on top of the world, we stayed home and acted selflessness towards others. We went out to trouble the waters of injustice. And though it cost us memories we'll never get back, I believe we found ourselves a greater legacy. Because years from now, we won't remember the pep rallies and dances, but those who spread joy and sparked hope. That is greatness. And though we don't all have the trophies and awards to prove it, remember that you don't need recognition to be great, and that it's the unsung heroes who truly define and defend the meaning of greatness. And no matter what, we all graduate a Titan, and that in itself is greatness. And though I'll forever miss Mrs. Willette's infectious smile, and Mr. Picasso's mid-lesson jokes, and the way Gype never failed to annoy DeLeo, moving forward is a necessary step for our futures. Because what truly matters are the memories we were able to revere, not the ones we missed. So let's let the memories made during our time at Tesoro be what brings us back to our childhoods. Let's let the mark our teachers left on us be storms in the seas of ignorance. Let's let the lessons we learned here become the anthem to our struggles throughout our lives. And though our time here is cut short, let that be a lesson to capitalize the time we are handed for our future endeavors. Because while I believe it's important to think back to who we were 4 years ago, I think it's time to pose a new question. Who will you be in your future and in the days to come? 2020, I wish you all the very best. Congratulations, we did it.
Hey Tesoro, I'm Maddie Johnson. I'm your guys' senior class vice president. If you are still going down the hill or haven't crossed the stage yet, pause this video now. Okay, now that you've crossed the stage, it's time for the turning of the tassel. Everyone with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, you are officially a Tesoro class of 2020 graduate. Good luck in the future, guys. We miss you and love you all.